So you promised yourself that this would be the year that you would finish your book. And now most of the year has passed and you're saying, I'm just not going to get it done. Let me stop you there. There is still time. Did you know that you can finish your book in 90 days? Yes, 90 days. I'm going to share with you today how you can still finish your book this year and you only need 90 days to do it. Hi, my name is Aisha and my mission is to mobilize you, the Christian writer, so that you can share your unique voice with the world. I will be bringing you writing tips and godly encouragement. So yes, I did say 90 days, and I'm going to give you a breakdown so that you can see how you can finish your book in 90 days. Let's start with the first 30 days. And guess what? You do not have to wait until next month to get started. You can get started today. So maybe you had these ideas floating around in your head and you're thinking, what should I do with them? Take some time and start writing your ideas down. All the ideas that come to your mind, just start writing them down. And maybe you're asking, what do I do with those ideas? Well, there are multiple things that you can do. One, you can create a list of characters. You can create a list of settings, of plot events that you want to happen. Another idea would be free writing. I talk about how much I enjoy free writing. It allows me to just get my ideas out on the page. I don't have to worry about if I'm spelling anything correctly. I don't have to worry about sentence structure. I am just trying to get my ideas out and to just go with the flow of writing. Free writing is another way that you can get those ideas out on the page. You can also do a mind map. That's where you draw the circles and they extend out and you are adding ideas that relate to each other. So a mind map would give you the opportunity to just start thinking about your characters, thinking about your plot, thinking about your dialogue. With a mind map, you can see how all of the things that go into your story relate. Give yourself about a week or so just to get those ideas out of your head where you can see them. And after you have those ideas, you want to start thinking about how will they go in your story? How will you make the ideas flow throughout your story? So with that, you want to create an outline of your ideas. So when you think about the outline of your story, usually a story is going to have Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. And if you think about it in another way, it's just the beginning, the middle, and the end. How is your story going to flow? You can also use popular outlines out there. There are so many outlines. If you were to go to a bookstore and look for how to outline, you're going to find so many different ways that you can outline. As part of this 30 days, you want to give yourself a few weeks to outline your story. That way you can dig deep into the characters, you can really think about the setting and the plot. So that's the first 30 days. You're going to take a week or so and you're going to think about what are the ideas that you have for this story. And then after that, you're going to start putting them in order and give yourself a few weeks so that you can really dig deep into the story that you want to bring to your readers. Now let's talk about the next 60 days. You have all of this information that you have gathered. You have brainstormed, you have outlined. Now is your time just to write. You will use all of that information to guide you so that you can create a story that will be enjoyable for your readers. And maybe you're saying, I don't know how many pages I should write. I don't know how many words I need. I don't know what even makes a novel. So let's get into some numbers. Now, if you were to write a novelette, that would be a short novel. You're going to need probably up to about 20,000 words. And usually with about 20,000 words, usually it's something that someone can read in less than 2 hours. But if you're wanting to have a novel, that's going to be more like 30,000 to 60,000 words. That's going to be something that will take someone to read multiple days. So when you sit down to write, you want to have a plan. Are you going to think time-based? Like, are you going to think, okay, I just want to write for an hour a day, or maybe 2 hours a day, or 3 hours a day if you have the time? And one of the things that you can do is see how many words you can write in a certain amount of time. So, say if you can write 1,000 words in 30 minutes, then you can write 2,000 words in an hour. So maybe you decide, okay, I want to write 2,000 words a day, so I am going to write for 2 hours. So that's what I mean when I say time based. Or maybe you just want to go on word count. Maybe you're saying, okay, I know that I can take the time to write 5,000 words a day. Now that's a lot of words, but it is possible. So you want to think about, where do you want to start in your word count? I always say 1,000 words or 1,500 words a day. That is a great amount of work for one day. Or maybe you say, I want to write so many pages each day, or so many chapters each day. It's up to you on how you want to do that, but you want to have a plan before you go into it. This next 30 days, this is actually where you write your novel. You will have a rough draft within the next 30 days. So, we've talked about the next 30 days. That's when you're just focused on writing. You have gathered all that information and it is going to feed into your writing so that you can go ahead and finish that rough draft. Now, after you finish that rough draft, then you're going to edit. And if your writing part goes into that last 30 days, I would try to finish it up that first week so you can at least give yourself 3 weeks to edit. So with editing, it would be just like you would think about with writing. Are you going to focus on word count, like how many words you want to edit each day? Are you going to think about how many pages you want to edit each day, or how many chapters you want to edit each day? But with editing, you want to give it the time that it deserves. Editing can be challenging, but it can also be fun. This is where you are going to really start thinking about developing your characters to their fullest. You're going to start thinking about developing your plot and making sure that your setting has meaningful impact in your story. So let's recap. Yes, it is absolutely possible to write your book in 90 days. You do not have to wait to the beginning of the next month to get started. You can get started now. Take that first 30 days to generate ideas and to plan out what you are going to write. Plan out your story, plan out your characters, plan out the setting. And then that next 30 days, you just want to write. Take all of that information that you gathered the first 30 days and put that into action as you write your story. By the end of 60 days, you should have a strong rough draft. And then take that last 30 days to edit your book. You may need a little bit of time that last 30 days to write, but try to get done within the first 7 days so that you can get your book edited. And that's how you can write your book in 90 days. I hope that this information has been helpful for you. If it has, would you let me know in the comments? And if you haven't subscribed, I hope that you will consider subscribing. Also, I want to invite you to my writing community called Writing with Power. We are there encouraging each other in writing and encouraging each other in the Lord. I look forward to talking with you soon, and as always, happy writing.